Hello, everybody. Welcome to the newest of the C# hours. We'll be getting some coding going on here. I was just practicing my Quinnypig face expression. I don't know if you know who Quinnypig is, but we should definitely talk about that for a second because I have a few things to talk about before we actually get into the code today. They're important things, so let's get into that. The first thing is Quinnypig himself. So I just want to share this with everybody because Quinnypig is just so on point. And Quinnypig is, of course, Corey Quinn. Now, he is a cloud economist. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I bet you he would tell you over at Duckbill Group. He's just super entertaining and knows his stuff and is always going on. You know, he's always at like the AWS events and things like that. So if you're into cloud tech and you want to kind of get the lowdown on what's being announced and things like that, follow Quinnypig. He's a great character. I have unfortunately not met him in real life, in person. Hopefully that'll change one day. And I hope to actually interview him sometime and talk to him and pick his brain about where he gets all the insights and great quips that he always has about things. So that's the first bit of things going on. And I do actually follow him. I'm just not logged in at the moment, as you can see. The second thing I want to talk about is if you're in the Seattle area, I am now doing a live stream interview show that I'm going to add to my personal Thrashing Code Twitch segments about coding and programming and infrastructure, and especially about like databases, multi-model databases like DataStax Enterprise, Apache Cassandra, and things like that. It's going to be great. So if you're in the Seattle area, if you're ever visiting or you live here, even easier, right? If you live here, come and join me and let's talk tech sometimes. Just check out this blog entry here. I have all the links right down here at the bottom that you need to get a time slot, and we will get chit-chatting about technology. So, the main topic of this stream, though, this session, is, of course, coding, C#. Today, we're going to work some more on the Cassie schema migrator. This is the schema migration tool that I have been building to do schema migrations, a multi-model schema migrations eventually, not entirely all there yet, against Apache Cassandra, DataStax Enterprise, and DataStax's distribution of Apache Cassandra. So all of those things. With that said, let's get into where we were last session. You can check out on YouTube or Twitch, check out the last sessions and stuff. Hello, Lily. Welcome to the other Twitch channel. And let's see here. We are here in JetBrains Writer. About to write some C#. Always fun. I love C#. I bet I love Java too. I may be writing some of that, but I don't know. Maybe not. Am I allowed to say that? Anyway, this is about C#. We're going to be writing some C#. And where are we? Let's just run all the tests and see where we are, because that's usually the best thing to do when I've been following a sort of test-driven development approach. All right, what just happened? Looks like we built and we basically got nothing. So it's your all test. Yeah, run all tests, not just the one. There we go. Okay, some of them passed. Execute up migration is running, and it broke. Probably what it was supposed to do. All right, and there's Nyancat getting it done. Verify destination database keyspaces. And execute up migration. Interesting. By the way, Lily, as you probably noticed, I saw that you got the View Vixen cards. For others, I still have a few sets left, but not giving them out just yet. They're so cool, and I hope Jen Looper will decide to create a set number 2. I know a lot of distributed database people and other women that would make a great group to make a version 2 set of. It's so fun, so fun. All right, so failure and failure. I love it. Stack trace. Okay, I think let's go directly to this. I think, oh, an invalid IP was specified. That's I recall what I was doing now. I'm starting to recall that Docker was involved, and that always makes tests fun when you're trying to spin up an entire environment in which to do the integration test. Let's see. No, not that. Here we go. So, just for some quick context, I created this library called Docker for Tests, and I added this class called Docker Cruft and added various functionality to it to spin up, get IPs of, and shut down and remove container instances. So, and this is working. I have a little harness here, Docker examples, which starts it up and shuts it down. So I know that works, but we're having a few issues here getting the core lib to use it via the core lib tests. So let's see here. We're in this, and then, oh, maybe if we let's do a debug, and we should get to this breakpoint. That'll help refresh where we are with some of these things. Oh, and I probably need to get a sit rep of what Docker containers are actually doing here. Yeah, so Docker error response here. It's conflict. So let's get in there and see what Docker containers I have. Not dcoker, Docker PS. Okay, so there's one running. Test up migration. Let's pick this up a little bit. What do we got? Up for 3 minutes. And then test. Whoops. There we go. And then test keyspace. All right, that should help us out there. There we go. Okay, so we got to assert. We have IP 172.17.0.2. Verify connection should come back as true because it should be at that IP. We can check real quick. Docker PS. There is the container. It is running, and if we do Docker inspect, test keyspace. 172.17.0.2, 172.17.0.2 is the address. So if we go ahead and run through that, there is a no viable alternative at input if not exists. Oh, let me check that, because what I'm doing at verify is an actual query, right? So, or not query, but I'm trying to create a key space. to verify that the database, basically I want to verify that the database is on, executable against, so it can create a key space or not, and that the execution permissions include create key space. That's pretty important for a development database. You need to be able to create the key space in addition to whatever tables or other parameters and criteria that you need for your development. So, all right, so it doesn't like this. Let's just run this query by itself real quick. Of course, that one is not there. But let's see here. Docker PS. Okay, Docker. Okay, so the key space is there. So 172.2. Let's add a data source, Apache Cassandra. 172.17.0.2. Let's check the connection. Should be good. There it is. Oh, I think I see what I've failed to do is equal this JSON bit right here. This is where we would add multiple replication values to this. So we just need to add the equal to the code here, and that theoretically should work. So let's go ahead and shut this one down. Docker stopo test key space, Docker remove test. There we go. All right. Let's go back to that test, and let's just run it. We're just gonna straight run the test, because seriously. Actually, what else do I have in there? I might be breaking it. I might be asking for it to break again. Build, execute, return true, return false, return false. So this is based on an error not occurring. And there could almost be another effort here. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. But right now, it's failed again. So let's debug. Yep, and it got left there. So test key space, Docker remove, test key space. There we go. All right. So I'm going to run it again and see what we run into here. Seven two, that's correct. This is looking good so far. Socket exception. I don't know what that means. At least not in this context. Oh goodness. Did we just get... So it should still be up, right? Docker PS. Yeah, it's still up. So let's test out that. Let's attach to that key space. So we'll go into the IP 172.17.0.2, and then the key space is twits, I think. That's what I had named it. I don't know. That's gonna be not correct. I guess we'll go in and look. Let me remove that. Remove, and then Cassandra verification is what we're looking for. So Cassandra keyspace is this. This is 172.17.0.2. Test connection. Oh. L. There's no L in an IP. Hey, look at that. We've got it. It is there. Cassandra verification. All right. So we've made some serious progress here. And get out of that. And then go back over to the test. And then we just need to remove the Docker container, which this last step should do. Let's see here. Debug. Run. Hit processing test keyspace. And then stop container. Remove test keyspace. Processing. I don't know why my console is all crazy like that. Let's go look at my other little library and fix this real quick. But it looks like success. So we've fixed that test. And it now has a green light. So that's good. Next is to do a migration. Have it actually execute the migration. There's a few things that I want to get to first, though. So let's see here. So with that, I almost need to run a query to test that this is there. And put like a table in there or something. Maybe we'll do command. Yeah, I want to be able to put a table in there and a piece of data and then verify that the piece of data is there so that we prove out that we have all the permissions and then we can roll it back. Wipe it out. Maybe even, actually we'll make Cassandra verification. We'll change that name to, since we need it, we're gonna need a table anyway. So let's call it if not exists, Cassandra. We'll just call it history, actually. That sounds like a good descriptive name. Hello, Customer. Working on some C#, put together this schema migration tool. Just got it to work creating a keyspace and a test to verify that the keyspace, well, basically that an error isn't thrown when the keyspace is created. And I am doing most excellent. I hope you yourself are doing most excellent also. All right, and we're gonna have to start writing some migrations in this actual goo here, which should be fun. All right, so core test. Execute up migration. At our only, yep, that's it. So we're gonna do an up migration first, then we'll do, yeah, of course, do an up migration, then we'll do a down migration. All right, let's get back into destination database. Well, actually, we're gonna take this and put it in a function. And the reason is extract method. Yep, extract method. Cassandra inception, call it. We'll do it this way. Appropriate casing. Ha ha. There we go. Okay, so Cassandra inception runs under verify. So it's basically doing the inception. And then under the constructor, there we go. So construct IP address. construct, there we go, IP address. Here we want to run Casma inception also. Oops. There we go. And the reason is because we want that table to be there, period, right? So maybe we should put in a database address, yeah. So we put it in there. So Casma inception. Let's actually take this, right? Construct. Oh, actually, let's do this. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna put this in Casma inception, and this is actually gonna be our address here, IP address. There we go. Database address. Here we're going to do yeah, so it sets it there, and here we'll just need to do var address equals like so. Yeah, address. Oops. We'll go with IP. That'll work. All right, so now what we have is we can call it, pass in a string of the IP address or the actual, like an object, C# object of the IP address. That'll pass it into Casma inception and ensure that our keyspace is available once we've created this object. This specific keyspace, of course, Casma history, so that we can put the history of the schema migration in there to know where to roll up to and roll back from per versions and such. So let's see here. We got destination, IP address. And down here we need to take this out, and we need to actually do address. Well, no, it can be database address because it's set right there. So that would work. And the inferred logic is in place accordingly. Yeah, so let's run those tests, or this test again, just make sure it works. All right, what happened now? So we broke something. Let's figure out what we broke. We'll probably need to figure out what the Docker is. Docker stop. Oh, no. Where's my debug point? Oh, there it is. All right, let's do that. We'll run. Should get the session. Okay, cluster is built. 7.2. Timed out with 1,000 milliseconds. So does that mean this doesn't? It's there. That doesn't need to be there. Let me stop. There we go. And we're going to run that again. All right, let's hear. Come on. Put. Error response from daemon conflict container. Oh, shoot. There we go. Killed it, fixed it. Yeah. Okay, so back to the test. Run the test again. There we go. Let's get through that. Connection refused. Oh, okay. Try this again. It's not here, right? Yeah, so we just have these bits. All right. Let's go to this and look at the code again, just to make sure we're not like trying to do something insane, right? Okay. So calling the Chasma. Which we've constructed this correctly, right? Yeah, there's the address is passed in, so the object is created. And based on it being created, it should have already actually verified this. Oh, what we could do, we could just verify that the key space is there. I'm thinking maybe what we do is we make this run for just the inception, but for verify we have a different one. And we add a table creation to this. Yeah, what you think? You think that'd work? You think that's a good idea? Seems like it would work. So what did that do? It said destination DB. Scope ID error. What? Get scope ID system. So like there's address family. Oh, I see what it's fussing on. Okay. So then Docker, so all that stuff is created. There's the key space. Destination DB should, well, I guess that is the only property, right? Yeah, I feel like the constructor should do more, and then for the verify, we can just verify that the history is there, or that the history table is there in place. I think that's the key to this. I think that's what we want to do. Yeah, definitely not getting a migration done today, but we'll get that done. Let's do that, because that'll be important for the migrations that we do. All right. Let's go to here. Oh, we have Docker PS. Do we get to that? No. Well, let's actually look at it. Yeah, that key space is not there. The server seems to be there. All that's in place. All right. Let's see if that's there now. No, it's still not there. Okay. So the Docker address. All right, gonna go ahead and run that, and then we'll get this sorted in a second yet. Fiddling with something real quick. Window. There you go. I had to fix up that screen so that the stuff is over there right. All right. Remove container. Really? Did it? Did it remove container? It did. Okay. Okay, so the test is literally just not passing, but the other stuff, it's not like breaking so bad that it can't finish. Oh, what? It said it passed, so let's run it again. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think it's, yeah, it's not. It is not running the thing correctly. Go to declaration. So we're gonna go right here. it's saying. It says there's already a name. Oh, because I'm trying to double. Is it because I'm trying to double create it? I shouldn't be trying to double create it though. Yeah, no, that's not it. So I'm trying to do a verification, which should be only the second time this runs, and it should already have the key space. Oh yeah, this isn't. Of course this is not gonna work because I renamed that. Oh, phooey. All right, there we go. 172.17.0.2 and the key space. Casma history. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's. So that is working. Verify is not, but we're changing verify. So let's just roll with it. We got inception working. System history system. So we call it Casma history. And this key space should be autonomous of the other ones. So it can be Casma history, and then we'll do Casma of the tables. Let's just call it history. Yes, and then we'll add this. We'll call it stamp. Hey, Desak, how are you? Just making progress with the thing here. Whoa, what did I do? Oh, okay. Stamp. Actually, there's a timestamp one. That's what we want. Yeah, timestamp. We'll call that stamper for now, so we can delete stamp. There we go. So we got a timestamp. And then what else do we need? We're gonna need version, or maybe call it step. We'll call it step, and we'll make this text. Then, or detail. Let's call it details. Just write details there. Success. Oops. Boolean. There we go. Step should be unique. I'm trying to think if we should write something else for schema migration. What do you think, Disak? Ever written something of such goofiness? Anyway, we'll go with step as the key. So history, primary key. I'm gonna add a column. No, don't add a column. That's not what I wanted to do. It's not what I wanted to do at all. Yes, table key. There we go, sure. History. Stamp. Wait, what did I call it? Step, yes. Primary key 2. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I don't even know if I need to really make it a. Well, that didn't work out. Boolean. There we go. There's the create table. Let's go ahead and execute that. And there we go. So there's history. this. And that. Hey, there we go. Okay. So verify, we're going to take this out of there. This doesn't even need that anymore. Just going to do a void. Right? Right? Yes. I wonder if I can do this equals new and then just pass in the IP. And then we, yeah, there we go. That's what I was wanting to do earlier. So that gets all that started. Then we can verify connection. What's this? False? Bool false? Why is it fussing? Oh, yeah. Bool. Okay, you don't like that? Oh no, I'm gonna void. That's right. Oh, there we go. Yeah, much better. Cool beans. Okay, now let's get the. Oh, maybe this is not how it's done. Oh, how do you do that? Cassandra is fun. How do you create a, let's see here, recursive C# constructor? That's what I'm trying to do. So your C# constructor calls overloaded constructor. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna immediately after thing. Oh, right. But right, so you got add int float, add string int. Right, so this is chaining it, but then oh, maybe I can do it this way. Right? Class object, and then there's one without it. But I don't have it without it, it's just that. So then So can I do this? Oh, forget it. Okay, wasting time. I'm gonna actually get rid of that one. Yeah, whatever. If you have an IP, you can just use the IP, and it's gonna give you the string anyway, so not a big deal, kind of just silliness. Return false, okay, for the moment. All right, so if I refresh this, all that should be there. Yep, okay. So then let's let the test finish. Stopping test keyspace. All right, so that should be gone. And it looks like it is. Yep, nothing there. That's what we want. So if I did this and then refresh, it'll give me we know it's not there. Yeah, okay, it'll give me that. That's what I expected. Thank you. Okay, what is this saying? Docker inspection, oh yeah, whatever. So this should fail now. And yes, failed. Okay, as expected. Now we're gonna go get a verification. So we have history. Oh yeah, and let's split this up. How can I make that? Well, for the moment, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. No. We're just gonna, oh, I know what, I'll just double click it, get a console. Oh, that's right, it's not created. So let's, to the test, we're gonna run to here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually create an insert and just check it real quick. I don't want to view the query, I want the query. Oh, we've broken something. All right, stop running again. It's gone. Okay. All right, come on. Do it right this time. Running container. Something blew up. All right, what was all that then? Check that the IP is correct. Yes, it's correct. It did not create this though. Maybe it can't do 2 commands in line. Let's do that. What is it tripping about there? All right, I'm gonna do this, comment, go back in here, and let's do create table history. Yeah. Create table history, right. This is not, this is, here, just, there you go. Weird. Maybe that's messing it up. Let's do that then. So history, then stamp, timestamp, step, text, primary key, details, text, and then success, boolean. And let's put them together. Let's do command equals command plus command table. What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can do plus equal. I'm used to doing my Go and stuff. What is this fuss about now? To assignment? No. All right. Actually, let's get to here. And go back and run that test. All right, yeah. Classic tune with extra jazz on top. Oh, I put the, what? Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. All right, let's see if it'll slice. All right. We have a break there? Yeah, okay. Whoa. Wait to complete task. Still looks like a bunch of, I don't really know what Cassie pilot line 41. Anyway, run to the next bit. And it blew up. Should at least fail the test. What? What? How did I, why am I even in here? Oh, that's for that other thing. I'm freaking me out here. We're not looking at that right now. All right, debug. All right, let's. Actually, where am I? Okay, clear. Docker ps, docker stop, test, keyspace, remove, test, keyspace. Oh yeah, the. Okay. So I did that, but let's see what this one does. I just want to see if it errors out. Because really, it shouldn't error out, and we should be able to get to this next line here. Yeah, okay, so let's do this. Okay, so it got there. All this stuff should exist if it created it with that IP. Let's go see what we got here. Docker ps, docker. Oh. It wouldn't verify connection because there isn't a database created in that one. So of course that passes. Let's do one where there is a database. So that one's true too, but let's do this where ran into a tank trap. My chair. All right, so we want to create this, then get the Docker address and get to that. Okay. And then we'll remove it at the end. And this we'll get rid of. Another, wait, that's basically what I'm doing. Damn it. Yeah, verify connection. So this is correct. Oh, but verify connection should still be false even with the database there. And this is saying true, so this should still pass. Failing destination. But no, that wouldn't work. Yeah, I can't really do that. So I guess this is still what we're working with then. Debug. I was trying to think of like a smaller piece of stuff to test with instead of trying to test the whole process where it instantiates and runs the thing. Build failed. Yeah, okay. It was just on crack about that, right? I mean, the build should not be failing. Oh, great. Hey, no content. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the DataStax's Apache Cassandra and DSE, DataStax Enterprise, C# hour. Here almost every Wednesday at 2 p.m. to write some C# code for various range of things related to large-scale distributed databases and C# usage of those. And right now I'm debugging an integration test. Is it still debugging? It should just restart though. Well, let's go to here. We'll get that far. Okay, I think I'm gonna ignore that one. What's this doing over here? Oh, missing EOF. All right, we're going back to just the key space. Just the key space worked. I'll leave that variable there though, just for when we add it in a minute. Oops, leaving it there for just a minute. Okay, database address. And actually, let's do this. Let's do I want to refactor extract method. Run. Is this a read-only? Create CQL. Scripts. That's what I'll call it. Yeah. And then I'm going to take command. We're going to steal that. Do this. And put command in here. There we go. Actually, let's do this. It's kind of the point anyway. And then we'll do run create scripts. Let's run create scripts. Oh, I could do this to static void, right? Because then I could just call it by itself. Oh, nope, I need the database address. And then this one, it's this stuff. There we go. I do not know what's going on with strings in C# these days. Okay. Let's see if we can get to that. Oh, what'd you say? Hold on a second. Yes, let's change nothing and run again. Yeah, it happens so much, so often. All right, keep your fingers crossed. We can get at least this one done and running before the end of this one. So here, that build is flipping out, so stop building over there. And then we're gonna go back to unit tests, and we have, oh, we're over time. We're gonna keep going a little bit, try to get this sucker to run. So this should run and then stop in here. Actually, we'll just stop it on the first one. Okay. What do you mean? Remove that one again. That seems to be okay connection. If I go check Docker, right, it's there. Yeah, there's test keyspace. Docker inspect test keyspace. 172.17.02. So let's just add a new connection then, I guess. So we'll do 172.17.0.2. And then, oh, what is it? Casma history, right? No. So the create didn't run. Oh yeah, definitely errored out. Check the IP is connection reset socket exception. Why is my... All right, what is the deal with... Is it this bit? Interpolation, is that messing it up? Why are my lines all over the place? Yeah, stop container, stop. I'm going back to that. Because ever since I did this stuff, well, no, that ain't really gonna cut it. I'm gonna have to fix all the interpolations in. I don't want to do that right now. They seem to at least be working. Hello, I am not myself. I'm trying to write C#, man. I just don't know. Actually, the C# is going okay. I don't know about this connection problem I'm having. because my database is not creating accordingly, or my key space in my database. Check sure that the IP, oh, it's getting to that error. Yeah, check the IP. Alamunda. At Docker WebSocket on the stream, so I need to watch someone else for a while. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that big time. All right. Well, you caught me just in time, because I'm actually gonna call it a day on this one and start working on my next bit. So let's see here. Where are we at? What did we get done? I feel like I mostly spun my wheels on this one. Why can't give me my dialogue? No? Okay, don't give me the dialogue. I'll use the terminal then. Minor tweaks. Test still broken. Out. Oops. What? Ah. Whoa. I've done a lot of work since then. So did stuff. Get status, get push. All right. I wonder if I could raid myself. Nah, because then my video wouldn't work. This video wouldn't work. All right. On that note, though, I hate to do it, but I'm going to call it a day. I'm at time for this particular DataStax Dev stream. I hope you catch me next time on DataStax Devs. Give us a follow, and I'll be working more on the C# schema migrator, or CASMA, as I call it, in the coming days. Next time on this particular one, it'll be next Wednesday at 2 p.m. So, like I said, hope to see you then. And join me in a few minutes on my Thrashing Code stream. I'll be working on some Go and some other stuff in just a few minutes. So, cheerio, everybody.